Hello, YouTube. Today I'm back with a new, interesting copywriting breakdown, copywriting analysis on a pretty interesting copy here. As you can see, pretty interesting, right? It's a business opportunity copy, so I'm gonna break down for you guys now. Starting here, the truth is stranger than you think. How you can make $4,000 a day sitting at your kitchen table in your underwear. Very interesting. It's an extreme claim. I'm just gonna put my phone in here. Okay. Wait, Jesus. Wait, in here. Okay. Very extreme claim, right? 4,000 a day, and it's very easy, right? You can sit in your kitchen table in your underwear. More easier than that, possible. So here's the headline: is a completely different approach to a mail order took me from broke to 4,000 a day, working from home in only a few months, and I'm convinced anybody can copy what I'm doing, what I'm going, once they understand it. Very interesting headline that kind of it kind of reassures like the easy aspect of the thing. So it's easy, everyone can do it. You can copy this word copy. You can copy. You can just copy. It's simple, and a completely different approach. It's something new, right? It took me from broke to 4,000 a day working from home. In only a few months. It's quick as well. People like quick things. Subheadline: why would any sane person reveal this kind of secret if it was true? You read my message and find out. Curiosity here. So let's begin. My name's Jeff Paul. I'm 36 years old. My wife Peggy and I have 3 boys, all terrors. We live in a suburb of Chicago. I'm writing this article sitting on my kitchen table in my boxer shorts and a t-shirt, where I have made an average of 4,000 a day for the last 2 years. I've achieved the fantasy of making a ton of money from a home-based, easy, pleasant business. I know my story will be hard to believe. It'll be even tougher for you to believe that you can do it too, but I hope you give me a chance. I just may be the guide to change your life around in a big way. So this part here is very interesting. A little bit of story here to kind of create familiarity. Like, he's a middle-aged guy, his wife has 3 kids. Probably his audience has this same profile, and they live in a suburb, and already saying that's easy and easy and here this part is interesting. I know my story will be hard to believe. So he's already stating an objection of the reader, and the reader would think, okay, this story is hard to believe. So he already brings this objection to the table. He says it'll be hard to believe. So it kind of creates credibility for the reader, and after this credibility is built, he makes a huge claim here. I just may be the guy to change your life around in big way. So it's a huge claim. So the person is gonna obviously keep reading. If you had told me 3 years ago I'd be writing anything like this and publishing it in a magazine, I'd have laughed in your face. But here I am. This is not multi-level, not a deal where I show you how to get rich by selling some book that tells other people how to get rich. Not a deal where you buy catalogs or products from me to resell. You lose money and I make money. Actually, this is not like anything else you've ever seen advertised. And my story is true, and I can prove it. Peggy and I are real people. You may get to know us even get our private phone numbers and talk with us. Well, ours is not some made up story. So this part is very, very, very interesting. Breaking more objections, actually, so this is not multi-level. This is not a deal by catalog. This is not anything else. So this is not something that you've seen before. It's a total new mechanism. So yeah, make more make more money each day than most people sweat for all month long. Could my incredible story lead you to an amazing income too? I'm a self-confessed opportunity junkie. For years, I bought books, tapes, kits, opportunities, distrib- distributorships, and plans. Why? Because I had a job I hated. Oh, it was a good job, and we had a nice house, cars, but I had to be away from home all the time, wear comfortable suits and ties, and I felt depressed, stuck. I didn't want to wait until I was 65 to have fun. I wanted to be home, go to the little leagues with my kids, go fishing. So always searching for an opportunity. Most of what I sent away for was useless, silly, insulting, or too complicated and difficult, or requiring risking lots of money. I remember thinking then, if I ever actually stumbled across anything that was real, I'd tell the word. I'll tell the world, but I'm ahead of myself. I thought my job was lousy until I lost it. At the same time, I was dumping money into mail-ordered ideas trying to get a home-based business going. My employer went out of business. Without the paycheck, I was in big trouble quick. You have to know how far down I was when I made my discovery so you can see that anybody can do what I've done. We had to move in with Peggy's sister, in their basement. We were one step away from homeless. I managed to pile up 100,000 in debt on a credit card, filling with my attempts at selling various things by mail. Okay, so this is all storytelling, right? To create familiarity, to create familiarity basically, because most people who are reading this, they also hate their jobs. They also want to have time to their families, whatever. Yeah, and also here he's kind of building this thing that anybody can do it, right? So yeah, I went from, because he was totally broke and he did it. So anybody who's not broke, he was like owning 100,000 in debt. So that's a huge lot of money, and he did it. So people who are common people who do not have this amount uh, of in debt are gonna think, oh, so if he had this amount, I have nothing, so I can do it. So yeah, let's keep going. I went from a young, bright, successful guy with a great job to an embarrassment to my family and mooch to my friends. I sat in that basement after Peggy and the kids went to sleep. On one hand, feeling like finding a bridge and jumping, Jesus. On the other hand, more determined than ever to find some way to make my dream of a successful, hassle-free business of my own come true. Now here's the unbelievable punchline. In just 2 years, I leaped from the basement to buying 385,000 house with half down, no other debt, lots of dough in the bank, with a steady daily income of over 4,000 arriving here in the mail of my fax machine, and a little bit by phone. Peggy and I run the business. We have one woman who comes here and help us. Several ladies in the neighborhood stuff envelopes for us in their homes. That made the fantasy real. After years of buying worthless junk from opportunity marketers, and after going 100,000 in debt trying to make my ideas work, I finally found somebody who told me the whole truth about making money with mail order and direct marketing. So this This sub headline here is pretty interesting. He's already, he's saying again that after years of buying worthless junk from opportunity marketers, so he's saying that his product is not a junk, it's a new mechanism. He's already saying that he went 100,000 debt. I finally found somebody who told me the whole truth. So here's the incident, the exciting incident that turned things around. After this real expert tweaked what I was doing, well, let me back up for just a minute. It cost an incredible $3,495 to go to this guy's seminar, plus airplane tickets and hotel. I had a little room left on my last good credit card. We borrowed some money from friends and we went at a hotel. We didn't join the others in the restaurant. We ate peanut butter and crackers for dinner. At a seminar, this remarkable guy sat down with us, told us we were 90% of the way there with the product and idea. He made a few suggestions and sent us home. The month before, September 1991, we had taken only $1,090. Following his advice, our income exploded like a fireworks display. Here are the numbers, absolutely verifiable by my bank deposits. In October, we took in $13,400. November, $26,200. December, $49,800. In 1992, I took in over $1 million and kept about half as pure profit. Interesting. So, this entire block here is very specific, right? You see 90%, 1991, 1090, the years, 1 million. So this is made to create credibility. So very specific numbers. This must be real, right? The reader would think. So let's keep going. Half is pure profit. Profit after all my expenses. We run business from a little 400 square foot office on top of the garage. I have no fixed overhead and no employees to worry about. No joke. Some mornings I've made over 1,000 while still sitting around in my own underwear, reading the paper, maybe talking on the phone with a customer if I'm in the mood. I'm home for my kids. I bought a boat to go fishing on with my buddies, and it got even better. Wait until I tell you about autopilot. But first, I don't expect you to believe a word what I'm saying. Okay, so here he's talking more about benefits, right? Benefits that you don't really need to have a. I mean, it's kind of breaking objection here, right? You don't really need to have a huge space. You can run it in a little 400 square foot office on top of the garage. And you don't really need to have employees to worry about. And here, more benefits, right? And here he opens a loop, right? Wait until I tell you autopilot. But first, I don't expect you to believe a word what I'm saying. Shoot, Peggy and I used to have to pinch ourselves to be sure we're not dreaming. The few friends I've told have called me a liar. Our neighbors devoutly believed we won a lottery or somewhere. Well, I hope you know that I can't lie and print like this. You could get in big trouble. So I've got all the records, the bank statements, my accountant, my diary to prove everything I've said here is true. And I'm prepared to send proof to you too. Now, what about what you can do and how I might help you? And why would I? Well, I'm going to explain that and make it all completely risk-free to you. So I continue. Once taught the truth, the underground secrets about mail order, I took off like a rocket. Now I've turned my business into a step-by-step system that anybody of average intelligence can copy and use. So here, he's basically proving, right? Proving. Completely risk-free to you. Another open loop. He didn't close this loop, but he opens another loop. People will want to see what kind of risk-free opportunity I have in here. So yeah. So here he says, so I continue, we'll start the truth. So to a step-by-step system that anybody of average intelligence can copy and use. So this part, step-by-step system that anybody of average intelligence can copy and use. So this conveys a reason that anybody can do it. It's easy, and anybody can do it. And you can copy. It's easy. So far, I've taught it only to about 20 people in a little seminar I put together where I charged them $795 to attend. I use these people as guinea pigs to be sure others could follow my system and make my money just like I have. If I can really show you how to make 500, 1,000 or more before noon every day without leaving your house, how much should I charge you for my help? Maybe a big, fat franchise fee? No, not even close. So here he starts the whole anchoring thing, right? He's saying that this thing is valued $795 and kind of exclusive as well. 20 people, right? Only to about 20 people, and once again, anchoring even more. If I can really show how you can make this huge amount of money before noon every day without leaving a house, how much should I charge? So this is high expectations, right? Not even close. One couple went home and made $12,000 in 3 weeks. Another fellow took a simple product he'd been following around with and made $5,000 in just 19 days. Another is already making over $500 a day. So I guess I could do more seminars and charge $700, maybe more to teach this. But the last thing I want to do is work. I've decided to review it in a simple little book anybody can afford. Why would I share all this with you? So this part is really interesting, because he explains in a very unbelievable way the reason he's not charging $700 on seminars, because he doesn't want to work. The last thing I want to do is work. So I decided to review this in a simple little book anybody can afford. Why would I share all this with you? First, it takes nothing away from me to let you on everything I've discovered. You see, each person applies my system differently to different products in different markets, so I lose nothing by sharing. Second, Peggy and I are very grateful for the hand up we got, and he said to us, "Don't thank me, give somebody else a hand up." As corny as it sounds, we're proof that the American dream lives and can be yours too. Remember, I know what it's like to be trapped in a depressing job, to be dead, broke, scared, embarrassed, to see others do so much better and wonder, why then not me? And to stand away for opportunities, looking for help, but getting trash. So I decided to come into magazines like this with a very straightforward, fully guaranteed offer of real help, of a proven system, and see what happens. When I realized that anybody could use my system and quickly create home-based incomes of 1,000 or more per day, I got excited about teaching people how to do that. Okay, so this part is why would I share all this with you? It's basically another objection being destroyed here, right? And yeah. Once again, he's like building familiarity. I've been there. I know you. I know how you feel, right? I know what are your hopes and dreams. So yeah. I'll guarantee everything. You be the judge. I know it's hard to believe, but what if I'm right? I would guarantee everything. You be the judge. I know it's hard to believe, but what if I'm right? What if I'm right? In my book, in my book, how you can make 40,000 a day sitting at your kitchen table in your underwear, you were protected by my simple guarantee. And I would be an idiot to risk ruining my 200,000 a month business to steal pocket change for you. Wouldn't that be incredibly stupid? Yeah, another objection being broken. How can I trust you? Now he breaks the objection, right? Because, I mean, I would be an idiot to risk ruining my 200,000 a month business to steal pocket change for you. Wouldn't that be incredibly stupid? So you have 2 full months to use my system anytime during those 2 months. If you want a refund, just you get a refund. No hassles, no questions, no screwing around. By the way, Peggy hates the title I've put on this book. She says that it's bad enough that I do sit around the house in my underwear. Why tell anybody about it? I embarrass her. I'm a little unpolished. When I do talk with a customer on the phone, I may be laying in a lounge chair in my shorts using portable phone. I've even taken one call sitting on the commode. Well, I guess I just want you to understand that I'm just a plain ordinary guy, a long-suffering Cubs fan, a three-peat the Bulls fan. I don't go bow. I don't drink wine. I'm a butt man. I have absolutely no special education, training, experience, or qualifications likely to make me a success in direct marketing or mail order. Everything I've done to go from dead broke to making over $2 million from home in 3 years, you can do too. So you're already, once again, building familiarity. I know how you feel. I'm just like you. Here's a guarantee, a little bit of storytelling. What will you discover? Some of the things that I review about how I make 1,000 will buy new every day without leaving my house or even while sitting in my boat. So here are a couple of bullet points that talk about the book. How I got started with the little 138 ad that made 3,000 to 140. How to follow my step ladder of careful reinvestment of profits. By the third month, I took in over 50,000 for just 2,000 worth of advertising. The secret place to advertise, where small ads produce giant response. Okay, it's just basically a book, whatever. I'm not gonna read this because those videos kind of big already. But you can pause and read if you want. So here he closes the loop he opened before. See, every envelope you open has money on it. That's even better to edit benefits that make this the only home-based business worth having. I found the way to get my business on autopilot. It virtually runs itself. We take days off, vacations, go fishing, go goof off like crazy, and the money keeps flowing in. One person who helps out, Jill, you may talk to her later, keeps everything on track. Next year, I'm taking the entire summer off. I'll teach you how to quickly create a giant income, then take the next big step to autopilot. Every good thing you've heard, every great fantasy you've ever had about mail order is true, but yes, mail order is the best business in the world, but, and it's a big but, the tricks are to know what product to sell, what part to avoid, what to advertise and what not to. The honest truth about 800 numbers, 19 numbers, sales letters, ads, radios, TV classifies what lies are being told. In other words, you have to be able to sort out the right stuff. Well, there may be other ways to make a lot of money in your order, I can say, but I can tell you that my system lets you start as a little guy for small money or no risk in your spare time from home. My system contains 3 enormously important secrets. I talked about one of them in this article that can just about ensure anybody's success. My system works. So okay, that's pretty interesting. He makes a summary. Let's wrap this up. I have perfect I have a perfect and very unusual mail order money making system, the ideal home business that gives me 4,000 a day that I really believe you can learn and use too. I've described everything in my book, and you can have your copy for just $29.95. Satisfaction absolutely guaranteed. This is, however, a limited time offer. I intend to raise the price of my book sometime soon. And to be totally even overboard, fair to everybody, I'm going to limit the number we sell this year. So you need to respond now to order with your Visa, MasterCard, whatever. Um, She'll take your order and see that your book goes to you immediately. Blah blah blah. Um, you can turn your back on me right now and ignore everything I've said. But why? Maybe my system can free you from money worries and day-to-day drudgery forever. Find out. P.S. Warning: Hillary Clinton has big plans for you and your hard-earned money. Forget all the hoopla. The rich are not going to bear the burden of Hillary and builds massive tax plans. There are enough of us rich. It's the middle class, middle income wage slave that Hillary has her sights set on. You're a target. The only real way to fight back is to make so darn much money that what you have left over after their damage is still fantastic. That's where I am. With 200,000 a month coming in, I can let them take their best shots, tax me 6 way to Sunday, and I still end up with more keepsy money per month than most folks earning in a year. My answer is the only practical answer, so you can sit there and watch helplessly as the Clintons chew up you take home pay, or you can chase after silly pie in the sky, unproven, unsustained garage schemes, or you can let me teach you a proven, totally practical way to jump up to such a huge income that you can sit back and laugh at Hilly. Which is it going to be? Okay, finally, the end. This last part here is basically to build a common enemy, right? The common enemy is the government, the taxes, whatever. Any final little, way to sell. Pretty interesting ad. A business opportunity ad. Pretty cool. I like it. Pretty cool. Huge. See you guys.